All right, what is going on, folks? So Blackpink has come with it, and from everything I've read on Twitter, this apparently is a controversial music video from a lot of the Blackpinks fans that I read about, where the people feel like this music video was more focused on the feel was more of an individual people that happened to sing a song together versus them coming off like a group. They are no longer unified. They sound like separate stars that are together, like they are the Avengers of K-pop. So that was quite interesting. I actually just became a Blackpink fan, like officially last year. It started with Rosé, with her ironically her solo album, and then I was flirting with Jennie. We had a little thing going on, and it been went back between the two of them, and it got really close. But when I hear Rosé's voice, I can usually be like, oh, that's her. I can hear it. It's like an angel in the chaos of vocals sometimes. And she's the one that really gets me to feel like, yo, god damn, who hurt you, girl? Rosé, somebody help her, man. Anyways, so we're just going to jump into it. I want to tell you guys a secret that I probably shouldn't tell you guys, and I hope you guys can handle it. I think you could be a Twice fan and also like people from Blackpink. I think you can enjoy Twice and enjoy Blackpink. I'm one of those people. Let's jump into it. That's my girl. Jennie, of course. Jisoo. Oh, that's cool.
Go get it, oh. Go get it. Never gon' set it for second. I need a go middle. Get up on the floor. Tell me when to go. No slow jams. Pumping through the speakers when I do my go dance.
Oh.
I go when I wanna go. I'm so
God, that beat is crazy.
Go off like what could go wrong. I'm going all in. You should know that's my go-to. My whole crew with me. If I go, then they go too.
I like that part. For reasons I can't explain. Yeah, Rosé. Hey. God, Rosé. I think, but I like that part anyways. Because of how I felt. Blackpink, they had Jump, Go. I'm on a mission. Wow. Okay. So my feedback, can I do it? Can Lee give the feedback without getting canceled and destroyed by the K-pop community? Here's my opinion. I think it was like an okay song. I think the beat is crazy, so that's a song that would actually add to my playlist, especially because I got a Bose system. But I actually understand why a lot of Black Pink fans were not satisfied or felt disappointed. See, for me, can I just speak my truth without my intention coming from a bad place? I understand that I am new to Blackpink, and therefore my emotional investment won't be so high. That's why I'm not disappointed by the song. I don't feel let down by the song because I don't have all the anticipation that a Blackpink fan would have if you've been following the group for a while. I think before people speak, sometimes you really got to immerse and put yourself into someone's point of view. So just like I'm doing the same thing, I would also appreciate if you're listening to the take that you'd also do the same thing for me. So I actually understand the disappointment. Not only do it, so now I explain how we're in different positions, but I actually understand the disappointment both from a Blackpink fan point of view, me as a K-pop fan, and an objective fan. First of all, it's true. I never heard a single Hangul Mao. Hangul Mao in this video. Hangul Mao Haseo. Ain't no Korean. Chogum Heyo. Not even Chogum. Not even a little bit. Nothing. So it was definitely probably in line with their strategy, more for a global appeal, a global market. I definitely like to hear a little mix of that Korean. Also, my opinion is it was like separate stars. It didn't have that cohesiveness. But I did feel like Jump had it, by the way. I did feel Jump had it. So that's another, but so that's just that. I didn't feel the cohesiveness. When I like my favorite songs are As If It's Your Last and they're like Forever Young. And while I definitely have my favorite parts, you just gotta see how it all blends and how one person plays off the next. And sometimes you even like, yo, was that so and so? Actually, no, I pretty much can tell the voices for the most part. But it was something cohesive about those songs. This one didn't have that cohesive feeling. It had individualism. The parts of the video that I liked, just music wise, are strictly for me, the Rosé parts. Everything else was just okay, but it's only when Rosé saying that I feel things, and I am biased towards her. But here's why I'm pointing that out potentially as a bad thing. When I'm used to Blackpink songs that I've heard, it's not like I'm a Blackpink expert. When I think about Rosé's voice, she's always sprinkled in, so she complements and supplements. By the way, not just her; they all are doing this. But I'm just talking about my feelings with Rosé. They all do this. You can insert any of their name: Jennie, Lisa, Jisoo, Rosé. They all. So, anyways, me as a Rosé fan, I can hear her sprinkled through, really complimented people, right? As Lisa says something, I'll hear Rosé finish it off, and then Jennie goes off with the swag, bad girl. Lisa, we're cool, I'm going to do this, and then you got sweet Jisoo, all playing right off each other. But now I had like strong concentrations of the individuals, but not them diluted among each other. Where I get a mix of Blackpink. When you're eating the Korean food and you dip it into all the sides, your mouth is watering because you're getting all these. When you're putting it into the lettuce, all these flavors. I didn't really get that. I'm eating a lot of steak over here. Now I'm eating the radishes. Now I'm eating the gimp. I didn't have a gimbap. I wanted a gimbap, but I got rice. I got seaweed. I got the crunch. And I have my Spam, but they didn't put it together so I could eat this gimbap. I didn't feel like that, but that's my take. But I like Blackpink in general, and I don't really have the strong emotions one way or another. I just vibe with the song. It's something that I would add to my playlist, but it didn't give me that K-pop feel. And for me, it reminds me more of Western music, and that's just that. But I am a fan of the Korean sound that I'm used to. And I even know that when I listen to the K-pop, when I listen to K-pop, forget Korean sound, K-pop. A lot of times it imitates a older sound that I'm used to. They're Western 90s, a little bit of Latin. Sometimes I'll hear Caribbean. I'll hear a little bit African. I like those kinds of sounds that they use. This one is very modern. It just sounds like a modern, regular song that I would hear in America. It's like, y'all have something special in K-pop, so don't lose that. But, hey, they want to go global. I respect these ladies. You got to do what you got to do with your career. And they are global. They're not trying. They are global. Do the damn thing. Lee's not a hater. That's just my opinion. Shout out to anyone that cared. I'm curious to hear what you guys think. Feel free to educate me. I'm new. I approach this with absolute respect. But I learn as I go, and reading other fans like y'all. Keep it positive. Don't be negative. There's no reason to attack each other over an opinion. We're all approaching this with love and respect. At least I am. And I hope you are too if you're going to comment.